Yo, it's JSF. How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing well. So I want to talk about flowchart playstyle, I should say, in reads and why it's important, and another reason, like another major issue with this game, right? And this is not the theme of this video is not, hey, this sucks about Mortal Kombat 11, because this is more of a player issue than a game issue. It's something that's existed for a while. This is something that it didn't originate with Mortal Kombat or Mortal Kombat 11, right? Flowchart and flowchart playstyle is something that's been around and it's gonna be around, right? But it's important to be able to recognize these things and to be able to deal with these type of players. And it's something that I really don't think should get you far. But I guess I can't say I really know how to prevent this from working, right? Other than just beating these players, because you have to be able to read the match and then realize what's going on and say, oh, he doesn't know anything, right? And if you've ever watched me stream, twitch.tv/J_S_F, quick plug. But if you ever watch me stream, like sometimes I'll be playing people and I'll go, oh, they don't know what they're doing. They have no idea how to play. Like, oh, he's going to do that every time. Like, you know what I mean? I'll say things like that. But first I want to talk about flowcharts, because some people probably doesn't know what flowchart means, right? If I say, yo, he's a flowchart player or he's running a flowchart, some people know exactly what I'm talking about. Some people don't, and that's okay. I've just been watching and paying attention to the FGC for a long time, so I understand. So the first time I ever heard about this and where I think it originated was with Flowchart Kin in Street Fighter 4. And Flowchart Kin is a meme. It's an old meme, an old joke, and it's basically like a way to talk shit about Kin players in Street Fighter 4. And you can extend it to Street Fighter 5 too. It's basically like fight. Round starts, what do I do? Jump backwards, Hadouken. Yeah, you know what I mean? Did it hit him? Yes, do it again. Did it hit him? No. What did he do? He knocked me down. Is he close? Yes, sure you can. Is he close? No. Fuck it, sure you can. Like, I've talked about this before, but you can see it. Basically, it's a flowchart like, hey, at the round start, I'm either going to jump backwards or fireball, right? Or jump forward, heavy kick, right? And then if that hit, I'm going to jump back and do this. And I know this sounds like regular thought process in a match, but when you get to it and think about it, you realize, wait, they're going to do this no matter what, right? So round start, they're always going to jump forward, jump back, fireball, right? And then they're gonna jump forward, heavy kick, they're gonna Hadouken, they're gonna Shoryuken, and then when they're blocked or hit, they'll do it again, right? And when you're playing against people, you gotta read your opponent. It's really important, especially a high level play, to be able to recognize what your opponent is doing in certain situations, and you'll realize in certain players, certain matches, certain situations, like, wait, he always does this at this point. And the reason I'm talking about this, the whole reason this even came to my mind is I was playing this set in Combat League, right? The set that you're watching right now. And I was playing Joker, obviously you can see he's playing Kung Lao. But eventually a moment happened in this match, right? Where a moment happens in this match where he gets a bit of a life lead, right? He gets like a backdoor or something, and then I realize like he's like kind of zoning, but he's kind of doing like down forward. I'm like, wait a minute. And I just look and I sit there and I'm like, he's running a flowchart. He's doing the same exact thing over and over and over. Like he's doing down four from full screen. Like from damn near full screen, he'll dash up down four. Then he'll back dash fireball, right? Did dash up down, and he just kept doing the same thing over and over and over again, right? And when you see this type of thing, this lets you know the person you're playing against is not thinking. They're not reacting. They're not making reads. They are playing. And I get it. I understand. You spent $60 or however much you spent on this game. You want to press buttons. You want to play. I totally understand it, right? But the thing is, what you have to understand is when you're not thinking and you're just doing shit because you think that's the shit you're supposed to do, there's a way to break that flowchart. There's a way for me to just fuck that whole thing up, and you will see me do it. Eventually I hit him and then I just keep sitting there just to kind of show him like, hey, what you're doing is not like foolproof. Like I can still, you know what I mean? There are holes in your flowchart. There will always be holes in it, right? And these type of players, you can usually just steamroll because they don't know what to do, and they're either gonna commit to something unsafe, or I mean, I guess technically they're always gonna commit to something unsafe, right? You get a knockdown, they're gonna wake up roll, wake up 3, wake up 2. They're always gonna do something unsafe because they're always gonna press buttons and they don't know how to just sit there and deal with shit and block. But it's important to note this type of stuff because in this game, in Mortal Kombat 11, you can get very far playing. It's like this dude that I was playing against made it to God rank, I believe. And you can tell by their combat card, you get a certain badge when you reach God rank, right? So not to say that if you make God rank, you're hella good, but a lot of people don't get that far, right? So it's important to know, like, people that just learn, oh, I can just abuse this. It's kind of like Shiva Stomp. It's like, I don't need to learn how to play. I can just abuse this. Like, I ran into a Cetrion player in Kombat League 2. Well, I ran into a player. He picked, I don't remember who he picked. And I picked Spawn. I played Spawn. I beat him. He immediately went to Cetrion. And then he beat me because that matchup is horrendous for Spawn. And I was just like, wow, he has no idea how to play. But just because he can pick this character and run this flowchart, like, he can win, right? And it's just another thing that is bad about this game. It discourages neutral. It discourages people learning how to actually play fighting games, which is why I get so frustrated with this game, is because I love fighting games. I've played fighting games my whole life. I pride myself on the fact that I play really good neutral. I'm really good at whiff punishing. I bait people. I play pretty solid and really well. The reason I'm not at the highest level of Mortal Kombat 11 players is because it's beyond me. It doesn't have to do with skill. It doesn't have to do with being good, right? It has to do with what character did you pick, what exploitable bullshit do they have, and what OSs do you know. And I don't use OSs when I play. I don't hate people who do. If you're playing a tournament for money on the line, do everything you got to do to win. I support it. Get your money, black man. But I'm just saying, for me, if I'm just playing competitively, trying to learn, trying to grow, trying to get better, I'm not trying to use shortcuts and exploit, bad game design to win. Like, picking Shiva and reaching Elder God won't do anything for me because it's not earned. Anybody can do that. Picking Shiva and making top 8 in the tournament, I feel like it's not earned. Now, if there's money on the line, like, hey, if I make top 8, I get $100, $200, $300, $400. Like I said, show money. But, I'm not playing in tournaments for money because of things like that. It's just too many variables. It's too many things that, it's like I always say, man, this is why I call it Mario Party. Because it doesn't matter how much. You can play 10,000 hours of Mario Party. Guess fucking what? You can still lose to the AI because you can't control the dice roll. You can't control what mini games you get. And that's just what it is. You just got to hold that. And that's how I feel about Mortal Kombat 11. And just like, it just sucks, man, because for the people that do really try, the people that do really put in effort and really learn and want to learn how to play and get good, you're never rewarded for it, because there are going to be people who never learn. They're just going to find out, pick a top tier. Kung Lao's top tier. If y'all don't know, he's very top tier. They're going to pick a top tier, Kung Lao, Cetrion, or pick a character with some exploitable bullshit. Sub-Zero, fucking Shiva. They're going to pick a character like that, and they're going to exploit it. But the good news is, if you pick a solid character, they don't have to be top tier, but they have to be solid. They have to be able to, at least bully your opponent, and you can exploit their lack of knowledge. You can exploit their lack of skill. You can still win. It's why I can beat people with Frost. And I know a lot of people give me shit to disagree when I say Frost is the worst character in the game, but she is. I win with Frost all the time, right? All the time. Feel free to watch me stream. I lose with her sometimes, but I don't say she's bad because I can't win with her. I know how to use her in a way that I can bully people. So when they don't know how to play, but they just try to exploit the weaknesses of the game or the bad game design and run flowcharts, I know how to deal with you because I know what type of shit you're gonna do. So that's why it's important to be able to recognize this type of shit and say, oh, he's doing the same shit. It doesn't matter what character I pick. It doesn't matter what I do. If I do nothing or everything, he's going to keep doing dash up, down forward, back dash, fireball over and over and over again. And he might teleport eventually. You know what I mean? Like, you got to recognize that and go, bet. All right, now I'm going to put him in a position where I'm going to put him in an unfavorable position. I'm going to knock him down or something and make him press something. But I know that he's going to press something because that's his character. That's who he is. He's got, he's bashing the controller into his fucking forehead. He's going to press a button. So I'm just going to bait the wake up. And it works 10 times out of 10. So anyway, I just thought that was an interesting moment, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit and maybe help the people who lose, because I lose a lot to bad players. And some people think that, oh no, you got to get better if you lost. No, I can lose to people that have no idea how to play this game. And that's just the game. It just happens. This is why I don't care about winning in this game, why I don't care about losing, why I rage quit sometimes. And I ain't even rage quitting. It's just I don't feel like dealing with it because, it doesn't matter how good you are. But yeah, anyway, I think that's something important for a lot of players, low-level, mid-level players especially, to recognize that so you don't have to deal with these type of players. When I see that shit, I pick Joker and I bully him. And there's nothing they can really do because I can walk up, I can outspace you, I can knock you down, And then if you wake up roll, bloop, bloop, crushing blow. If you don't wake up roll, cool, I'll pressure you again. You know what I mean? 4-1, 4-1, grab, whatever. You know what I mean? And every character, depending on who you play, has different shit. I can do the same thing with Kano. I can do the same thing kind of with Frost. It's a little bit different. But I can do it with Spawn. It depends on the matchup. So I don't like to do it with Spawn. It's very matchup dependent. You know what I mean? So find you a character. They don't have to be top tier. Like I said, I can do it with Kano. I can do it with Collector. They don't have to be top tier, but when you run into this type of shit, just find you a character who can deal with this type of shit and just bully them. And know that they're gonna press buttons, right? Don't respect them, bully them, but let them hang themselves. That's another thing. You gotta let people hang themselves. Because players like this will always, like, if you get a life lead on them, like a decent sized life lead, let him hang himself. I mean, don't let him just walk up and grab you, right? Don't let him just do that, but let him hang himself. Don't be so antsy to press buttons because he's going to do it. He's going to, if he got fatal blow, he's going to fly at me. He's going to dive kick me. He's going to raw dive kick and I'm going to fucking rock his shit. Like, and that's how you're going to win. But anyway, y'all stay safe. Have a good weekend. JSF, I'm outie. Peace.